What's up? What's up, my Mind Your Money business folks? It's me yet again with another video on today's stock market news. And as always, hopefully you're in the market and not trying to time the market because that is simply impossible to do. And as always, hopefully you're still not straddling the fence and you are investing into appreciating assets. And that includes yourself because you too should also be going up in value. So it says here, Dow, S&P 500, NASDAQ fall as Netflix skids on deal drama. Remember, Netflix bought Warner Brothers. And Nvidia rises. So it says here, U.S. stocks fell Monday as Wall Street awaits the Federal Reserve's final policy meeting of the year, while the deal drama between Netflix and Warner Brothers Discovery escalated to a new level. The Dow dropped 0.5%, the S&P 500 fell 0.4%, and the tech-heavy NASDAQ declined 0.1%. The laggard start to the trading week comes on the heel of closing gains for stocks on Friday. My glasses are not clean. So markets are on the lookout for risk to almost total confidence that the Fed will cut interest rates at its two-day policy meeting, which starts on Tuesday. So after a recent surge in optimism, traders now see an 88% probability I'm hot too, of a cut on Wednesday decision compared with 67% odds a month ago. So a tame reading on the September PCE consumer inflation kept the conflict alive on Friday, buoying appetite for risk and helping spur back-to-back weekly gains for the major gouges. So the consensus has emerged despite a split among policymakers, in part over whether to focus on the labor market or inflation, which some at the Fed worry could still be too high. But backing from influential officials for the third cut of the year has cemented bets, though prospects for 2026 are seen as less certain. So in corporate shares, Nvidia rose following a report that Trump administration is preparing to greenlight the sale of the company's more powerful H200 chips to China. Interesting. Okay. What happened? So meanwhile, Warner Brothers stock surged after Paramount launched a $108 billion hostile bid for the media giant. Last minute move shakes up plans for Netflix to acquire the company. Netflix shares lost over 3%. Okay. So Paramount is stepping in now. There's a lot of money being thrown around, and there's a lot of broke people out there. So let's see what some of these stocks did today. So FTEC, an information technology ETF, rose $1.96 today. That's not bad, closing at $230.97. I'm hot. This tea. I'm drinking tea right now. SPYM, S&P 500 ETF, lost 22 cents today, closing at $80.44. Palantir lost 27 cents today, closing at $181.49. Tesla lost $15.42 today, closing out at $439.58. Broadcom, gained $10.86 today, closing out at $401.10. Nvidia gained $3.16 today, closing out at $185.57. What did silver? What did it do today? So silver, a silver ETF, ticker symbol SIDR, lost 24 cents today, closing out at $55.33. And that's it. As we boil down to my last week of YouTubing on the stock market, this is it. As always, people, you need to get out of debt. You need to get out of personal debt, consumer debt, credit card debt, student loan debt. Get out of all forms of debt, because as long as you're in debt, you're bounded to whomever you owe that money to. And you can't do anything else with your money. You can't invest. You can't buy appreciating assets. So you're forever losing. So you need to get out of debt. You need to find creative ways to make more money, or get a side job, get a better job. Look into trades that cost cheaper to earn. You got to get out of debt, people. Get out of debt. Americans are in not only is the government in $38 trillion of debt, Americans are in like over $18 trillion in debt. Yeah, I don't understand these credit cards where people are paying these 20 to 24 or higher percent APR on their balances. That's crazy. And then you're making the bare minimum payment and you're wondering why the balance is not going down. The key thing is living on less than you earn. Living below your means. I haven't said that in a while. You need to start living below your means. Just because you make a lot of money doesn't mean that you need to spend it all on stuff. Live below your means, especially while you're younger, because you will appreciate having more when you get older. The last thing I would like to be is an older person or senior citizen with barely enough to survive on, or not having anything at all, because I spent my younger years not thinking, wandering aimlessly throughout life without any direction, fixated on debt because that's what everyone else around me is doing. And now you're in a hard place, and that's not a place anyone who's older, who's more fragile, needs to be. Is in debt or have money problems and health problems. And also stay on top of your health. Health is also wealth. You know, money is not everything, but it is an essential tool that we all need. It's not evil either, right? Everything is all about your intentions and how you use it. And we do need money. That's why I talk about it. So yeah, so I'm going to end this video. So like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Let me know what you think. If you think anything at all. Oh yeah, look up my ebook, my Kindle on Amazon called Mind Your Money Business. Check it out. Hopefully it will inspire you to do better, want more, and figure out a way to get it. Because you can't. Just like how you've gotten yourself in the bad situation that you're in, you can get yourself out of it. And just like how you've gotten yourself in the good situation that you're in, you can even get into an even better one, or maintain where you're at. You can do either or. At the end of the day, we all have decisions to make. And you have to take responsibility over the decisions that you're making. And if it's putting you in a bad place, remember, you made that decision. So if you want to get out of that bad place and into a better place, you need to make the decision. It's just that a lot of times when you've been going down a wrong road and a wrong path for so long, you can't see anything other than that wrong path and that dark road. But the strength is in turning around. And just know that just because you're turning around, your journey isn't going to be easy, because now you've turned around. Because now you need to understand you're going to have to go through all that crap that you built up along your journey. And it's going to be emotional, it may be physical, psychological, spiritual. You're going to feel those changes, because those are changes that I can say that I've gone through and continue to go through. It's just not as intense as it used to be, because everything is psychological. And when you make changes in your life, and you see that you're thinking differently, you're moving differently, you're operating differently, you view life differently in comparison to the majority, It's an odd place to be in, but that's why the rich are only 1%, because they think differently. And majority of the people, yeah, either way, it's not just about money, or it's not even say rich. It could be people that are happy. They think differently. People that are in a good place in their relationships, or with themselves and with others, with their kids, who has a good job and love their job, they think differently. So in order to get to that place where you're currently not at, you need to talk to those people who are there, who you would like to be like. Ask them questions. Ask that couple that's been married 30 years, what's the secret? Ask that manager who has been in that position for a while and who seems to be doing well and acclimated to his position or her position. Ask them, how did they do it? If someone's successful at investing, ask them, how did they do it? If someone has figured out a way just to be happy, ask them, how did they do it? Read books. I read books all the time. I listen to podcasts all the time. You need to find inspiration, because we all need it. We all need to hear that thing we haven't heard before. We might not have heard the encouragement from our family, parents, so on and so forth. So when you start listening to these podcasts, start reading these books, you may start to be fed what your body and your mind has been starved for a long time, and that's inspiration. Sorry, so I'm going to end this video. So like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Let me know what you think. If you think anything at all. Oh, disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I pretending to be one. So any and all information on my channel is for entertainment purposes only. Oh, and it reflects my opinion. So please consult with a financial advisor before you invest any of your hard-earned money. All right, so you guys take care. Have a blessed day. Peace. Love you.